campers, this is STEM Experiments with Emily, and it's time to learn some science. Today we're going to be talking about a very hot topic, hot to the touch anyhow. Let's talk about volcanoes. First off, what is a volcano? Let's check out this short video on YouTube.
Ahoy! Let's think. Today we answer the question, how do volcanoes erupt? To understand how a volcano erupts, we'll first need to take a look at the structure of the Earth. Earth has different layers, which include the inner and outer core, the mantle and the crust. We'll focus on the mantle and crust, as this is where all volcanic action takes place. The crust is the outermost layer, as well as the thinnest layer on Earth. Right below the crust is the mantle, where temperatures can reach up to 1000 degrees Celsius. Due to the high temperatures and the increasing pressure in the mantle, rocks can melt to form molten rock or magma. Magma has less density than the rock surrounding it, and materials with less density will usually float or rise above higher density items. The magma will try to float to the top and seek out cracks and spaces to go into, which can form magma chambers. With the right conditions, such as extreme pressure, changing heat, and tectonic activity, the magma can rise through the magma chamber and erupt through the Earth's crust, causing a volcanic explosion.
Well, that was pretty cool. I bet you're wondering what volcanoes have to do with the ancient Mayans. Well, a recent discovery by scientists tells us that volcanoes were actually very important to the survival and preservation of the Mayan civilization. When volcanoes erupt, the volcanic ash would travel in the air, landing on the Mayan farmlands, in an area where soil is typically devoid of nutrients. Somehow, their crops still thrived, which scientists now believe is all thanks to the volcanoes. Volcanic ash contains tons of nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and sulfur, which create a super soil, giving the plants all the fertilizer they need to grow. Volcanoes also help preserve the ruins of some of the incredible Mayan sites archaeologists have discovered today. So you see, volcanic eruption is not always a bad thing. For the Mayans, it was a part of sustaining their lives. Which brings me to today's experiment. We're going to be building our very own volcanoes, but first let's go over our materials.
2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of salt, about 1 spoonful of oil, 2 teaspoons of citric acid, and food coloring of your choice. Baking soda, a water bottle, vinegar, dish soap, and a knife or scissors. First, start by taking a pot and adding in your 2 cups of flour, your 1 cup of salt, your 2 teaspoons of citric acid, and mix that together. Once all the dry ingredients are mixed, add in your 2 cups of water and your spoonful of oil. Continue to mix. Once you get a thick consistency, have an adult help you by putting your mixture on the stove and continue to stir for 4 to 5 minutes. When you're done mixing, you should get something like this. Scoop out your Play-Doh and begin to knead it once it is cool. As you can see, I'm forming a small hole in the middle of my Play-Doh to add my food coloring into to make it mix easier. Continue to knead the dough. When finished, your Play-Doh should look something like this. Next, take your water bottle, and you can have an adult help you with this part too. You can either take a knife or scissors and cut off a small part of the end. Once you have that, begin forming your volcano. Make a hole in the middle of your Play-Doh and put your cup inside. Now, I'm just building up the walls of my volcano and help shaping it. Once that's done, add 2 to 3 scoops of baking soda inside your cup. Then you're going to add some dish soap. Now I'm going in with some red food coloring. You can choose whatever color you want. And you're just going to squeeze a few drops inside your volcano. And finally, we're going to take our vinegar and pour it inside of our cup, and you'll see your volcano erupt.
Thanks for watching STEM Experiments with Emily, and I'll see you next time.